Again, hold the outside rein. So you're thinking about suppling her on the inside, but you're still not controlling the tempo and speed enough with your outside rein, okay? I want you to think a slower motion canter right now with her. And she's gonna break, just canter on, and slow it down. She'll make several mistakes. Bring her back. Think easier tempo, okay? Bring her back. She's gonna raise up when you ask that, close the leg, good. You just have to stick with this, okay? You have to keep regulating it with the outside rein there. You gotta feel when she compromises your body there. Canter on, just canter on. Good girl. Outside rein, lower hand, good. And your shoulders do a lot of this job right now. Take her again on your outside rein. That a girl. And then try to, yes, exactly. Keep trying to work to get her to come a little rounder. Try that from the outside rein a little first. So you just basically, yeah, it's okay, canter on. So anytime, with her especially, because she's not what I would say naturally at this moment in her life, really, really well balanced. She needs a little help. So when you touch the mouth, you've got to know you've got to keep your seat and leg a little on, okay? Not in a driving way, but just so she knows she's not supposed to walk. Little counterflexion again, and see if you can get her a little rounder. Now don't throw away the inside completely, because she still has to know, yes, that you have to turn her to the right, sorry. Now make her get off the inside leg and bend her a little bit again. So do that again, right there. She got a little forward. Now bend her a little bit again. Keep thinking, you've got two reins, you've got to work between both. Outside again, you're getting there. Your body must stay strong here though. Bring her back again. And think a little easier tempo. You got to take just a steady, good for you. Keep it, good for you. You could even live a little cluck there. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, you don't want to tap her because she's going to run. But you want to just let her know she's got to keep cantering. Rock her back a little and a little cluck. Yes, bring her, keep the feel, shoulders tall, support her with your core. Good job. Bring her back again and a little cluck. Bring her back more. She can't run faster when you take a hold. Now pet her on the inside. That's okay. That's okay. You will learn how to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to give yourself the permission to let go sometimes. Yes, then she won't keep running against it. Yes, you feel it? But now you're keeping your body up when you pet her. You didn't throw yourself out of, now she's speeding up. Leg, back it up a little leg or a little cluck. Yes, there. And try a little more. So what if she breaks? It's not the end of the world. Try to slow it down. No, she's going faster, faster. So that means you have to be a little firmer and just wait. Yeah, now relax when she hits that tempo. Beautiful. Do it again. Little cluck. Now she ran. Feel it. Bring it back. Use your body. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Yes, 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 yes. She'll learn. Yes. And pet her. Good job. And trot. Not now, but when you get her cantering good again. Outside rein. Yes. Good for you to do it on your terms and not her term. And trot. Now not running, not running. Good. And go rising a minute so your heels aren't up. Your stirrups are almost actually a little too long. You're reaching for them a little too much. There. And you have to hold that rein length, bring her back again, and a little cluck. So you think about the trot coming up, not out. There. Bring it back again, little cluck. Up, not out. That's getting better. Yes. Feel it? Can you pet her? Will she stay there on her own? I love that. Now let me see one more canter transition from this trot, not allowing her to speed up into it. No, you can sit into the canter. Just make sure you hold the outside rein a little, because that's the rein that right there has to get her to where, good girl, body, your core. Hang in there, girl. Outside rein, do not let her run past what you want to feel. Outside, outside rein. Take her and make her rounder. Yes. See where she went? You've got to really slow it down. Outside rein, outside rein. Good job, hun. Don't throw it away. Just feel softer in it. Outside rein. Take her a little rounder again. Little rounder. That means you've got to really, you've got to use your left rein for a minute. Bring her back. See, that's where you have to really be. Yes. You have to go through that moment and say, no, I'm not saying go faster. I'm not saying go faster. Good for you. She just has to feel that she's a little mad because now just sit quiet. Good. Yes. Little outside, making her a little rounder. She still needs to be a little bit more through it. Yes, but not from the inside rein first. There. Make her come round on the touching of the left. Yes, excellent. Now, when you're ready, you trot and you try to keep the tempo at this tempo. Outside rein immediately and make her think easy. Better. Yeah. Now, that's a little different trot. You feel it? Half halt, you pet her on the right. What a good, smart mama you are. Very good, and give her a break. Excellent. But that's the way you have to ride her, okay? Beautiful. But that's what you're missing right now. You're not in control. Do you know what I'm saying? And there, you kept your core so strong that she couldn't just pull and run. Did you feel that? You got to where you really were holding her with your core. And that's where you have to be. And I would shorten your stirrup a little right now because you're kind of reaching for it a little too much. Okay? I would say 1. And if you can make her like this in this bit, I have no problem with it. But when she will run through it, then you know it's time to maybe try another bit on her again. Yeah, but that's, you know what, as trainers, we have to be so open-minded to thinking sometimes a little differently than we think. You know what I'm saying? Like you think you should be thinking, well, this is soft, this is sweet, she likes it. But then just make sure you're staying on check, that she's not taking advantage of you, okay? That was beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's really exciting to see Carrie and Nikki think about their timing.
Yeah.
And I think everybody here could see how, especially here with the canter, you got quicker and quicker with being able to quickly bring her back and let go, bring her back and let go. So you didn't hold too long so she didn't always break. You didn't hold too long so she couldn't pull. So I think that timing is so important to learn, and it's difficult to learn. I mean, you really have to their timing.
Yeah.
And I think everybody here could see how, especially here with the canter, you got quicker and quicker with being able to quickly bring her back and let go, bring her back and let go. So you didn't hold too long so she didn't always break. You didn't hold too long so she couldn't pull. So I think that timing is so important to learn, and it's difficult to learn. I mean, you really have to have someone on the ground telling you, don't do this, because your first reaction is, always, oh, I feel her getting strong in the right rein, I better take that, and then she's like, yay, perfect.
Well, and like I said, she's going to break a couple times.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. It's the way you handle it. And the way a lot of people handle it is when a horse breaks is they chase them. Don't chase them. Just pick it up. Don't make a big issue about it, because if you chase them, you're chasing them off the hind leg onto the forehand. That's not what you want to teach her. You want to teach her to carry her balance here.
Yep. I think another really important point, Debbie, for everybody to think about, when you're working with both horses, you are not boring the horse to death. You're not boring the rider to death. You're constantly changing things. You're making the trot a little bigger. You're making the trot smaller.
Yeah.
You do some straight lines. You do some circles. You do a little bit of stretching. You come back up. And I tend to think that given the opportunity, most of us bore our horses to death. We ride around in the same trot, we ride around in the same frame, and then we sort of have a memory where, oh wait, someone told me I should go forward. So then you go galloping across the, diagonal, and then you bore the horse to death the other direction. So I think if you can all remember these two rides and think about, gee, I'm going to ride my horse like that tomorrow. I'm going to try to do the same thing. I think everybody will really benefit from that thought process when they ride.
And one more thing on that, because these are both 5-year-olds, is, like I said to Nikki, this is the time in their life that you can make them already be thinking about being a Grand Prix horse. So many times people say, oh, they're 3, they're 5, they're this, they're that. So they let them get away with murder, and then you finally at second level say, okay, well now you're 6 and 7, maybe now I should make you work. And they say, well, guess what? I haven't had to work yet a day in my life, forget it.
Yeah.
So you have to build that work ethic into your horse very early. And that doesn't mean you have to be doing piaffe and passage. It's just these simple little things that you actually let them, and you're going to find horses that are a little bit more like Nikki's, who are naturally gifted for a little bit of that collection, and then you're going to have the majority are more like this mare. But that doesn't mean that that mare is going to be better than this mare. It just means that this is how they are at this stage in their life. But that's even more reason why you have to be so impressionable, because you can make her brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Just through the relaxation and her learning to carry herself. Good job.
Yep.
Both
Thank
of
you guys. Really great session. Okay, Debbie, we have some more questions.
Okay.
What are our thoughts on the lunge line? Would it help a seasoned rider?
Actually, I would say yes. If you have a lot of times seasoned riders, because we don't get a lot of people picking on us, develop habits. And so I'm not going to say you need to spend months on it, but having somebody, even if it's more of a fun day, having somebody stand on that end of that lunge line and pick on you and say, get your leg down, put your shoulders square,
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a great opportunity for two friends to get together and say which horse is going to be the best for this, because obviously some horses are a little more nervous about the lunging and doing the exercises. But I don't think you necessarily have to always have a professional in the middle. You could do that with your good friend, and I think that's a great trade-off.
Yeah.
And I can't say enough about lunge lessons. I hated them when I was going through them, but at the end of the day, that's what gives you a secure position and teaches you to use your core so you can use the rest of your aids independently.
Yeah.